What's going on, everybody? Brett here, back playing some more HOTS ARAM. This week it's Braxis Outpost, and I've done quite a few of these off camera. I actually just got finished playing a game that was super fun. I got a chance to play as Nazebo, and I, not humble brag a little bit, I decimated pretty hard, but I had a really good team too. So it's a fun game. Everyone played well, even the opponents played well, and made it a nice back and forth game. But let's see what we're able to get now. Okay. Alright, some nice options. I'm a big fan of ETC. And I'm looking around, I'm not seeing a lot of tanks on our side. If he wants to Jaina, which I think is the right choice, Artanis is not going to be the pick. I really hope he takes Zarya. Raynor, Tychus, Gul'dan, all great choices, but we really need a healer. Everybody's kind of AFK. Zarya is pretty much... Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Try to be polite, not lose my cool. But it's pretty bad form for someone to get.
I hope you're ready, friend.
Yeah.
Does Diablo have horns?
Yeah. So yeah. Not super happy about that. Let's go ahead and take Prog Rock. So we get regen globes and increases our healing per second. And after we get 20, we can also heal our allies. We'll be the healers that our team needs.
Seconds.
And of course they AFK.
5,
No,
4,
I don't
3,
think so. We lacked a
2,
healer,
1.
and we only had one. Medivh is kind of a bit of an off heal. In this mode, Medivh can do a ton of damage. I think would be the primary focus. If the other guy had picked Zarya instead of the second Jaina, Jaina's strong, and I think it's the correct pick if that particular person maybe has never played Zarya before and they're really good at Jaina. Then I would say, yeah, by all means, take the character that you're most comfortable with. 'Cause at the end of the day, that'll give you maximum impact. And I'm a pretty good ETC player, so let's see if we can make something happen. It's been a little while for me. I don't think they've changed up his movesets or anything. And I'm actually going to grab this early fountain because I'd like to dive, at least in such a way to lock this kill down. There we go.
Way to go.
And we're just going to take a ridiculous amount of poke damage from this Cassia all game. I have no doubt. The Zebo is also going to be pretty annoying. My job is going to be to get into the backfield and try and disrupt as much as we can. Put pressure on Lucio, kind of like this. Those are the type of plays I'm going to be trying to make all game, except I'm going to expect better follow-up at some point. Early in the game, it's not that easy. But without an Ana, we're going to have... I never played Hanzo. That's the guy who passed on the healer. Knock him around. Just get them off our buildings. Put pressure to make sure we don't lose these early towers. That would be... We'd have nowhere to fall back to. And then they would essentially just push us all the way. I'm sure Jaina is also going to be trying to collect those regen globes. Hopefully he was being like, a jerk about how good of a Hanzo he is. Yeah, good hook from Stitches there. Would have been nice if we at least got one of those kills, but we did not. When you play ETC, your job is to set up opportunities for your allies to get kills. With two Jainas, a Raynor, and a Hanzo. Okay, so we want to add move speed to Rockstar. So now our passive also gives us movement speed, which is pretty cool on ETC because he's essentially always using abilities. He has super low cooldown abilities. So you're basically making it so that you're always running around with increased movement speed. Cassia, of course, has the ability to take less damage whenever she's got her back to you. That wasn't great. We may have assisted in that kill just a little bit, but I think he may have already been dead. So my thought there was like, he's pretty much already dead. There may be a chance we can get the pick on Lucio. But we may have ultimately just contributed. Let's GTFO. We can draw some of them away from the fight. Oh, we did.
Kill confirmed. Still a few tricks up my sleeves.
Yeah, good advice. Stay alive and get to 10.
Turned up to 11.
Ooh. Bit countered there from Lucio. Now, I'm an ETC. I can kind of do the stuff that I was just doing, but Jaina doesn't want to be that far out. Look for the big hook. Alright, let's get the echo. So now we do damage whenever we use an ability. He was going for the fat hook. You gotta expect it now. And run away. I don't think anyone's being that aggro to the Hondo, dude, but in a different game, I could see people being pretty aggravated about the fact that he had our chance to pick our only healer and then didn't, and then, you know, let himself kind of random a guy that he's never played before, and then he complains about it. Like, that's a recipe for causing salty teammates. Yep. I jumped in front of that on purpose. Pretty easy to anticipate a Stitch's hook. And if I see that my allies are going to take one that's no good, then I should definitely be the one to do it. Because I can get out of there pretty easily with Power Slide. See if we can get it out. I would look for the Stitch's hook there too, just that line. There's nowhere for me to maneuver. Once I get stuck in there, I'll be done eating the hook. Stats real quick. Okay. One of our Jainas is doing good damage. This one here in the red. The other one's doing okay damage as well. I don't want to say it like that. Our Rainer and our Hanzo need to step it up. Rainer especially is a pretty easy hero.
Let's drop the beat.
And with that ult, we're going to need to move. 17 out of 20, we're about to be 18 out of 20. So soon we'll have the ability to heal our allies in a little AoE. It's not much, but it's something. It can add up over the course of a long game. Especially if our allies know to group. Stitch is definitely going to be looking for the hook here. We need to play farther back. There we go. Can we get it? Can we get it?
Negative.
And I got it.
Kill.
That was easy.
And I think I'm going to take stage dive here.
Killing spree.
Alright, and we're at 20. So we have a bit of heals. Let's let everybody know. Oh no, this is bad. Waited to use the power slide until they tried to escape. And then we saw him over here. We may be able to get this pick as well. Okay, he ate us. Once again, we held on to the power slide until we absolutely needed to use it. And we need to cycle our abilities in such a way that we're constantly maintaining our movement speed and making sure we're taking advantage and getting that AoE damage that we get. Yeah. And continuing to watch that fight made sure that we didn't leave our Jaina hanging. Let's get the slow on face melt. Let's see if we can set up some kind of stage dive. behind the front lines, and we can't. Lucio went kind of hard.
Elimination complete.
So it was a bit of a waste, but that's okay. Sometimes you take those chances. Had they panicked and ran into it, which I've seen happen plenty. So we're body blocking as hard as we can, and we're going to eat a lot of damage for our allies.
I'm ready to kill, not to kill.
I need to let everyone know that they can stand near me for healing. You see, it's not a ton, but it's a couple hundred
This medic's my new
over the course
best friend.
of its use. Trying to let people know.
Let the dragon consume you.
We knock him back, and I'm going to get eaten and taken on the other side. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to die because my ult is off cooldown.
Enemy hero terminated. Double kill. Someone's been
Oh no,
practicing.
Lucio knocked me out. Wow, I didn't know he could knock me out of my stage dive.
Select a talent.
My teammates. Hopefully they can finish him up. There we go. And because of Lucio's greed, we basically get a double pick there. And because of my choices, really, made E.T.C very hard to take out when he has a slow that he might not otherwise have. When I have the increased movement speed
Double kill. Thank the light.
on top of my Rockstar. And I also do a little bit of damage in an AoE. And I have powered up my guitar solo, so I have extra heals. So I'm a really difficult hero to chase down, especially for someone like a Lucio. I mean, that's just like not going to happen. And let's make sure he stays in all of the maximum blizzards. And if our allies kind of hug us a little bit, they'll get the full benefit of our heals. And now when we auto attack, we lower the cooldown of guitar solo. Alright, let's get out of here. See if we can't give Hanzo some HP.
A well-timed heal, friend.
I am the healer that we needed, apparently. We'll follow, get that globe, just for mana mostly. We still have a fountain in our back pocket if we need it.
Don't have to tell me twice.
And I can stage dive behind them.
Bring them before me.
Boom. There we go. And that is how you do it. And that's why I love stage
Triple
dive.
kill.
Good ult from Jaina,
Quad kill. A well-timed
but just
heal,
using it
friend.
right behind them as kind of a teleport.
Hero of the storm.
Somebody's doing really well. Is that me? I don't know. I feel like that's not me. I don't know if I'm the hero of the storm. I haven't died that much, so it could be me.
Select a talent.
Let's get Storm Shield as well. So now we can also help our allies in the HP department. So we are kind of an off healer, which is really how I like to play E.T.C. We're full-fledged support. When the damage gets too intense, like right now, thanks to that spirit, I pop my Storm Shield and we're able to negate a lot of that damage. Even though we look like a squishy target, we have a lot of heals.
Worthy strike.
Thank the light.
All right. This medic's my new best friend.
We need to burst this down. If this game goes long, we could end up having a real big problem. And we're gonna finish it. I tried to ult right at the end for style points. This is good too. Alright, we won.
Congratulations.
So GG's. That was a pretty epic game. So I've been having problems with the after game screens. It just doesn't pop up. It says waiting for game results. Hopefully you guys out there aren't experiencing similar issues. But that was a fun one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Good Talk Gaming. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.